Oh my god, guys. Today is the day. It's election day. And not just that, it's the day that we get a new Norm episode. That's right, they just released it 48 minutes ago. A 2-minute and 7-second long... It's either a clip of the full episode or the full episode. I don't know how they do this shit, but we're just gonna watch that much of it, frankly. I'm sure we're gonna have plenty to talk about off of those 2 minutes, if that's not all of it. Regardless, though, how fitting that such important things would happen on the same day. All right, guys, I'm not even going to lead into this. We're doing it now. Let me bring this episode up. The South Park of X, legalize humor, laughing crying emoji. Check out the new Election 2024 episode, War Games, featuring Larry Elder, Xavierid, and PragerU. If America is as divided as we think, do we really have nothing in common? Is this gonna be like super centrist or something? Let's find out, guys. Let's find out.
An election, a nation divided.
Racist.
Communist.
Xenophobe.
Huh?
Weirdo.
Fascist.
Fascist. Hey!
Wait. Why'd he react like that to xenophobe? What was the joke there? Is the joke supposed to be that he doesn't know what xenophobe means? Why wouldn't he know what it means?
Communist.
Xenophobe.
Huh?
Weirdo.
Fascist.
Fascist. Hey!
Can we all just get along?
With them?
We have nothing in common.
We have nothing in common with...
Okay, one thing I will say, I actually think the animation quality has gone up. It's still, like, art style-wise, pretty repugnant. Like, it's not very good to look at, if that makes sense. But at the very least, like, if you look at the lines, they've got this sort of, like, drawn, like, pencil kind of vibe to them. It actually has something to it. I don't know if that was a thing originally, but it seems like it's higher budget than it was before. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like it.
Them?
We're for democracy.
You rigged democracy.
Your guy said he'd be a dictator on day one.
Your side's been dictator since day one.
Your guy's an idiot.
Your girl's a cackling idiot.
Your VP is weird.
See?
Wait, how is Tim Walz weird?
You agree on something.
Your side's divisive.
Your side's divisive.
Your side is divisive. Fascist.
Fascist? Fascists are on your side.
Nazis are on yours.
Huh? Nazis?
Charlottesville? Tiki torches?
That was years ago. Now...
They were marching for the same guy! Anyway, alright, so... Oh, they changed Chaz's voice? Oh yeah, did they? Oh my god, what is this frame that we just paused on? What the fuck? Oh my god, this pause face! Alright, maybe this show isn't higher budget in, episode 2. What an amazing pause frame. Okay, I love this, like, reenactment of an argument between, like, a hardcore conservative and a hardcore liberal. As if, oh yeah, they're equally as deranged, and they just hate each other, and America's so divided. Donald Trump literally said that he will be a dictator on day one. Responding, your side has been dictators since day one, isn't an argument. In which situation have the Dems acted as dictators? There's been no evidence that the vote was rigged against Kamala Harris. Or against Trump in 2020. Nor is there evidence that it's rigged against Kamala Harris. I guess there's basic, like, attempts to disenfranchise voters, but there's no, like, tampering with the election results there. Like, there's no evidence for these things. I guess, like, MAGA burning ballot boxes, there was some MAGA guys caught for that, but overall, the election is pretty secure. The only people who are generally attacking the democracy are people who support Trump and Trump himself.
Now your side hates Jews.
Your side hates Jews.
No, your side hates Jews.
Your side hates...
I guess the argument here is over the idea that because leftists are against Israel, they hate Jews. That's the allegation from the right. But then the allegation from the left is you're voting for the guy that Nazis unanimously support and think represents them. You hate Jews, obviously. And now it's a back and forth.
Hates
No, your
Jews.
side hates
Your
Jews.
side hates
Your
Jews.
side hates Jews.
Your
Your
side
side
hates
hates
Jews.
Okay, that's one thing in common.
Election interference, sex scandals, liar, backed by...
Is this like the centrist brain rot that PragerU is trying to use to appeal to normies? They both think they didn't win the election. What? They both claim there was election interference. Okay, so what Donald Trump did was he didn't like the results of the election, and so he told his supporters to fight like hell. That was one quote. He told them to peacefully and patriotically march on the Capitol. And then for several hours, they proceeded to break into Capitol grounds, and then they proceeded to break into interior Capitol grounds, not just the area they cordoned off, and they proceeded to break into the building and start pushing in. All of it caught on video, and like over 1,000 people charged criminally for this, if I'm not mistaken. They had to put together a whole committee because there were so many people that needed to be investigated and charged for this, and they didn't even get everybody. They went there to a place at a time when they were gathered together, finalizing the vote. They stopped and delayed it due to their siege on the Capitol. After Trump told them to go march there, Trump refused and neglected to tell them to leave until like 4 hours in, at which case he told them to leave, and then they did, showing that if he had told them to leave any time before, they would have done so immediately, and he did not. And they literally went there, many of them with the intent to kidnap and or kill elected officials. Y'all remember when they were like in the actual big like hearing room itself, and they were jumping over the rows of seats, and some of them had clipped to their belts. They had zip ties like already looped up to be handcuffs. Crazy shit. 6 minutes until more polls close. Yep, we're gonna be checking in on those results in a minute, but let's laugh at the new norm for a moment.
Millionaires!
Democracy is on the ballot.
This could be our last election! If your
If
side,
your side wins,
it's World War III!
World War III? The quote is Civil War, dude. Anyway, no, it's the right on that one that always claims it's going to be Civil War if they don't get their way. Because they're the ones that would try to secede from the Union and start a civil war if they're unhappy.
No matter who
who
wins, we all lose.
That is not this is baby brain politics, bro. This is the kind of shit that you use to convince the type of people that have absolutely no interest or knowledge about policies or platforms or political records in like career experience. This is Coco Melon politics. We really need to invent that. We're inventing that term. I am coining it now. Coco Melon politics. This is Coco Melon politics. It's for people to soy face and say, oh my god, we all lose because politics is evil and both parties are equally bad. Oh my god, soy.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play. How about a nice normal beer?
Okay, they have to be leaning into it now, dude. I don't know if you guys are aware, but this new norm shit has like single-handedly pushed the internet Overton window to the left by a noticeable amount. I've got friends that are so non-political that I regularly hear like jokingly quote, "I want normal beer," like making fun of conservatives in the new norm and how they're mad about their gay beer. It is the ridiculousness of this cartoon has genuinely radicalized normie young people into making fun of conservatives because it's just so ridiculous. The new norm ain't the same as the old norm.
Normal beer. I just
What?
normal beer. Normal
the normal beer.
thenewnorm.tv.
Oh, they're turning it into a product now. Conservative beer koozies. That's crazy. It's gonna sell like hotcakes, guys. They're gonna make $1 trillion. They're gonna make $1 trillion off of that easily. All right, guys. Election day, it's scary, but the new norm makes it a little less scary, a little more funny. Yeah, norm sweep. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this segment, whether you're watching live or when this goes up as its own video, please consider hitting that like button. Every single thumbs up is like a vote to get my content shown to new and old viewers alike in the algorithm, which helps my channel grow and succeed in every metric of success you could measure. So I really do appreciate it. Comments do the same if you're watching this after the fact. Please leave a comment if you'd feel like it. And of course, subscribe and ring the bell icon if you haven't already, so YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload a new video in the future, because if you don't, they won't. Follow my social medias if you want to see more from me on other platforms, including my Discord. I do all sorts of cool stuff in there, including events, so make sure you join that. It's an absolute blast there. And finally, if you want to support me directly and help me keep a roof above my head and the lights on here in the Xander Hall studio, consider donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or supporting me through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, StreamElements, Patreon, or buying merch, because I do have merch, through the Streamlabs link down below. Regardless, though, even if you're a lurker, of which we've got a lot of lurkers here today, I'm sure, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again.